Okay, no, I wasn't sure if I was gonna do a review on this at first, to be honest, and I really thought about it. But since this is the finals and everything, and there was a lot actually going on in this show. It's not like the other shows didn't have a lot going on too, but I wasn't gonna do like a review recap video almost every day throughout this whole thing. But I wanted to review the final day of the G1 Climax, as we were on day 19 of this entire tournament. It started off with 20 people from the A block and the B block, but since we were at the end of this thing at the Budokan Hall in Tokyo, Japan, it was pretty much the finals between Hiroshi Tanahashi and Kota Ibushi. Mostly the winner well, pretty much whoever, G1, whoever wins, will main event Wrestle Kingdom on January 4th, which, that was also announced too, and a new logo for that. But like I said, I wanted to do a review over the final of the G1. I could have done multiple other days of it, but I'm not going to try to keep up with points and everything throughout every other day of whose matches, because it was either a match every day throughout the event or every other 2 days or 3 days. And there were a lot of great matches going on. Don't get me wrong from that. Like, most of the ones you probably only wanted to see was just the G1 matches themselves. If you want to watch the tag team, go right ahead, even though it was just a preview for that next match from either A block or B block, because there were there was a lot of people in this, but Tanahashi won the A block, beating Okada in a draw, which they also got to say that he hasn't even beaten Okada over 1,314 days, and Kota Ibushi beating Kenny Omega. I always thought before that, I don't ever knew why the champion was in the G1 if you're the world champion, but I kind of figured out if you're the world champion and you if you win the G1, you get to pick your opponent for Wrestle Kingdom in the main event. But that's why I never really understood about that. But I kind of said once they were talking about it. But like I said, there was a lot of people in this tournament. It was very grueling. There's a lot of matches. If you want to go back and look at it, go right ahead. I'm not gonna go through every one of them, but as the G1 began tonight, most New Japan does a lot of tag team matches, but there's a lot of guests in the building too. Pretty much kicking off the show with Tomokai Hamna. Mostly it was a big reaction from him after he's returned from wrestling, and people were glad to see him back again, especially he does that Kokeshi headbutt. It was him, Michael Elgin, and Togi Makabe versus Yuji Nagata, Shota Umino, and Ayota Yoshida, most two young boys, and Nagata. Hamnen then picked up the victory. I think Makabe, what did Makabe do? That was that knee drop, I believe, for the win. They pretty much picked up the win there. Nothing much to say from there, but like I said, people mostly with Hamna. Toa Hinare went against Bad Luck Fale. Kind of mostly a squash match, pretty much. Didn't really think Hinare was winning. Come on, I've seen him all these tag matches. He loses damn near all the time. So, Fale picking up the win here with the Bad Luck Fall. Yoshihashi and Hiroki Goto versus Taichi and Takashi Iizuka. Mostly it's that big guy at the Iron Claw pretty much attacked Suzuki-gun attacked him from behind. As they were making their way to the ring. Pretty much was a brawl mostly with this. Yoshihashi pretty much took the pinfall here after Taichi beat him with a power bomb. So wasn't much to say from here other than Suzuki-gun trying to get the better over Chaos. Really. Now this is where I said a lot of story development actually comes in through this entire show. David Finlay and Juice Robinson versus Hangman Page, and Cody being back in Japan again. Hangman's been in the G1 tournament for everyone that knows, but really good tag match. I will say that actually was interesting. The crowd was with it. Cody won with the Din Sin, or a vertebrae. I thought he would have won with a Crossroads, but he won with the Dim Sim. Some probably would call it the Gringo Killer, but it was like I said, vertebrae for the victory. Cody then got on the microphone and pretty much went Juice Robinson, saying like all the wrestling media saying he's improved, he's all that. All I've seen him do is be a bad impression of Kairi Sane, like damn, because of the pirate hat and stuff that's got Kairi Sane does in NXT. The crowd was actually surprised at that, and he said he was going to become the next United States champion. He pretty much then took that kid it was like, you know how Juice gives out the hat and glasses to people. He took it from the kid then and walked off with it. So pretty much being a heel, even though the Bullet Club Elite, as they are supposed to be faces and they're going against the OGs. I guess he's still a heel, even though they're supposed to be faces. But that was a heel move right there. So he was, then again, everybody's been beating Juice in this damn G1 anyways. Like Naito's beat him, Thomas beat him, Zack Sabre Jr. I believe is beating him. So damn near anyone's going after the U.S. title now. Omega, all of them. But next thing you know, Bullet Club OG was out. Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, and the Bone Soldier pretty much confirming that he's part of Bullet Club OG. We didn't really know what he was part of. I've seen Bone Soldier in Impact lately because, he's still down there too. But he was back in New Japan, and come on, Tama Tonga recruited Bone Soldier Taiji Ishimori into the Bullet Club. Well, Bullet Club OG, but as Tongaloa got on the mic again, he said this is the farewell tour for the soon-to-be former Trios champions, as he didn't even know their names, and he says, who are they again? Mighty Scroll. Nick Jackson, Matt Jackson, that's what we're facing? Okay. And then he threw the mic on the ground. Young Bucks and Marty Scroll then came to the ring, the IWGP and Never Openweight 6-man tag team champions. Matt Jackson got on the microphone, says we are the Bullet Club Elite, and do you all want to see a title match? Which the New Japan president was out there, Harold May, as he pretty much made it official, and the titles were on the line. Bullet Club Elite versus Bullet Club OG for the Never Openweight 6-man titles. Pretty good match, I will say that, but pretty much came to the end with Tonga hitting him with the gun stun. Marty Scurll for the win. But here's stay to it. They picked up the IWGP tag titles, threw them out, and then they picked up the 6-man, threw it at Harold May's feet or something. We don't even want that shit. We don't want the titles. We don't need the titles to prove that we the best around here. So they are technically the new 6-man champions. Then they got that Bullet Club's getting hella titles right now if you look at it. So I guess Japan needs some of them back. But yeah, I just kind of think of it as they don't even want the belts, so they are technically the champions, the Bullet Club OG, but it's like fuck the belts. But the civil war continues between Bullet Club, since they lost something to the OGs, the Elite. So I was surprised that they got them, but I think that got to me, and I'm sure a lot of people, they don't even want the damn belts. We don't even want them. So they're technically the champions though. So yeah. Los Ingobernables de Japón, Tetsuya Naito, Evil, Bushi, and Sonata went against Suzuki-gun, Minoru Suzuki, Zack Sabre Jr., El Desperado, and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Taka Michinoku was out there to once again say it was Zack Sabre time. Once again to give his all. He is pro wrestling, and that no one can beat Suzuki-gun. He is Zack Sabre Jr. And then he says, L.I.J., come on over here and just tap out. LIJ came to the ring then. Once again, Naito, as usually does, takes forever. Pretty much a brawl between LIJ and Suzuki-gun as they were, everybody got to pretty much, get their stuff in throughout this entire match. Pretty much ending with Sonata hitting the skull end on Yoshinobu after dodging the whole whiskey spit thing. LIJ got the win as Minoru Suzuki still had Tetsuya Naito in some leg submission outside then, which I still think it's crazy that half the LIJ members don't help Naito when he gets beat up. That was the problem with the Jericho thing. It's like, y'all standing there and you're just watching your leader get beat up. I always thought that was weird half the time. And we already know Time Bomb's not here. We don't know when Time Bomb's coming back. Supposed to be gone for a very long time, but hopefully Time Bomb comes in soon. I still thought it was strange when I saw Naito go against Sonata. And even when they do the whole speech thing, Sonata's still on the ground and nobody doesn't even help him up, which was just strange to me. I guess it's still going to be Naito versus Suzuki because they kept going at each other. And even after the Young Boys tried to break off Suzuki off of Naito, Suzuki, once, as he usually does, beats the shit out of like 4 or 5 Young Boys and put them in submissions and starts knocking them out of the place. But it was a brawl out here. And everything, so LIJ did get the victory out here. I still, in my opinion, over this whole G1, I really thought Naito was actually going to win it again this year. I really did. or at least make it to the end, which he nearly did make it to the end, but you know, he just didn't beat Zack Sabre Jr. the day before and left him at 12 points. So it did like everybody was at 12 points, but Ibushi got the win because he beat Omega, Naito, and Zack Sabre Jr. in matches already that happened or beforehand. So he was the one that won the G1. I actually thought Naito was actually going to pick up a third G1 win right here. I still think they screwed him in Wrestle Kingdom, in my opinion, but I was so disappointed when Naito did not win. That's kind of who my money was on, at least winning the B block if he wasn't going to win the whole thing. Next, Chaos. Jay White, Toru Yano, and Tomohiro Ishii win against Bullet Club, Elite, Kenny Omega, Chase Owens, and Yujiro Takahashi. Yujiro usually has his, what's her name? Peter, I believe, the bunny ear girl. Pretty much one funny spot was when they all doing that leg thing or something, and it was pretty funny that they were doing that whole growing stretch thing, and they put Peter in the middle, and she was dancing, but they all got distracted and started looking at her as Kenny Omega said, you gotta go out of the ring. Pretty much it was mostly between Ishii and Chase Owens that kept going at each other. Owens tried to hit that pile driver, but Ishii was able to hit the brain buster for the win. Pretty much Ishii is next in line for I guess he's next in line now for a IWGP title shot, as he pretty much handed the belt to Omega, and he's pretty much, you know, pointing at him as he wants a shot, because he did beat him in one of the G1 matches, in a very great match, might I add, too. So, Ishii is next in line. Hey, so is Yano. He beat Omega, so he's in line for a title shot next also. But I am looking forward to that whenever that goes down. Next, Rey Mysterio making his return back again to New Japan, tagging with Kushida and pro wrestler Sengoku Enbu. Pretty much just Taguchi, Raisuke Taguchi, really. And they went against Okada, finally bringing back his Rainmaker outfit with the robe and the chains, and him coming out with balloons throughout this entire tournament. He's crazy Okada now, it looks like, or unhinged or something. He's got a remix thing as he tagged the Roppongi 3K, Sho, and Yo. Really good tag match. Mostly everybody going nuts for Mysterio and Okada. Ray tried to hit that 619 several times on Okada, really. But it was like it wasn't going, and you know, like I said, it was really good because he kept dodging the Rainmaker and stuff. But a really good 6-man tag, really enjoyable too, and it was also Ray trying to get that 619, which he finally got on Yo, hitting the West Coast Pop after that. You know, he still wants that match with Jushin Thunder Liger, but both Okada and Mysterio really great here. I was surprised this wasn't a match for All In with Ray and Okada, but I don't know where Ray's... I don't know, man. It's hard to tell what Ray's show part of it. Like, 1 minute you show a tray of him in the WWE 2K19 game, then they say he's got a contract with WWE, or he's got a contract with New Japan, or... You know, we all know Rey Mysterio's All In. It's a lot of things going on with Mysterio, but I really did enjoy the 6-man, especially between him. You know, he finally had the 619 on Yo, so picking up his tag, you know, win for the tag team match. So I don't know where Rey Mysterio goes after this, to be honest. Like WWE or New Japan, I don't know, but I don't know. Like Ray just shows up anywhere nowadays, if you ask me. Next, in the main event, Tanahashi. They showed a video package of Tanahashi and Ibushi. Tanahashi coming out, pretty much having Katsuyori Shibata in his corner, as Ibushi came out with Omega in his corner. Great fucking match. Okay, if you're gonna go watch this, please go watch this match. This was the best to watch. These two were going in out there, laying it in really crazy out there. One spot I thought that was crazy when Tanahashi pretty much leapt onto the apron and Ibushi went for a double stomp, pretty much landing on Tanahashi's face, which looked crazy out there. Both guys slapping the shit out of each other at one point. Even Ibushi hitting the last ride, could not get the win after that. Going back for the Koyagame. Also, you saw Tanahashi trying to dodge it multiple times, hitting his sling blade, but it was not going. Even trying to counter into a Texas Cloverleaf, but Ibushi was able to block out then. Also in multiple dragon screws, and I think he did a was a moonsault throughout the entire match too, which looked crazy. Even that, once again, go back for that Golden Star power bomb. Like I said, both guys were slapping and shit each other at one point. This, like I said, this was a crazy match out here. I actually thought Ibushi was actually going to pick up the win, but Tanahashi was able to dodge that, dodge the, I think, what was it, the Koyagame, and going back for a sling blade. He hit a high fly flow on his back, and as he got back up, he hit another high fly flow, and then a third one, high fly flow, pretty much picking up the win. He took 3 high fly flows to beat Ibushi. Once again, Tanahashi, he was going to shake his hands with Ibushi, but he didn't want to do it. Ibushi pretty much walked out then with Omega to the back. Tanahashi celebrated in the ring, as he said he is still the ace of New Japan, making him his 3rd G1 win. And I guess now Wrestle Kingdom 13, it's going to be, we don't know if this will change in the meantime till January, but as of right now, it will be Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Kenny Omega for the IWGP Championship at Wrestle Kingdom, as of right now as I'm speaking. But Tanahashi said he was the ace again. He was back. I know people have always called him the John Cena of New Japan for years. Some people, I know I was talking to my neighbor about this, saying that, is this Tanahashi's last run? I highly doubt it. He's still going to keep going. His 3rd G1 win. So I guess he's just trying to prove to everyone that the ace is back again. Mostly shouting about Budokan, doing his air guitar thing multiple times, sending the crowd home happy, and, you know, just make sure he didn't wave the flag like he did in 2015 when he beat Nakamura for it and broke the flag. But once again, the match was just awesome to watch. Both Tanahashi and Ibushi tore the house down. There's a reason why they call Tanahashi the ace. So yeah, but like I said, I wanted to review this show because it was a lot going on from Bullet Club Civil War and the G1 final itself. So a lot of things could be leading on into this. Somebody said that Tanahashi may still have to defend his Wrestle Kingdom 13 spot because he lost to Jay White in one of them, and it was a draw with Okada. So there could be a lot of things that lead into that. But you know, just watching the G1 final, it was worth the watch. And if you want to watch it, please go ahead and watch the final if you have to. Mostly the main event itself and the final of the G1. A lot of Bullet Club Civil War going on between the Bullet Club Elite and the OG. And Rey Mysterio making his return back into New Japan. We haven't seen Rey Mysterio since Dominion back in June. So wherever he signed with, I don't even know where Rey signed with nowadays. But once again, a really great show. Enjoyable and everything throughout the G1 final. Really did enjoy 19 days of it. Trust me, I watched the whole thing when I had the time. Okay, did I get through every other day through this G1? Yes, I did. So I all of the G1, but yeah, like I said, I was able to watch all of the G1, so it was a very enjoyable tournament. I will say that. Like I said, my top bet who I thought was going to win was Naito, because I still think they got all that guy a match, another title match. I really do believe they do. This guy should have won the world title back in Wrestle Kingdom back in the beginning of the year, but like I said, we'll see where this is going to play out to in time. But like I said, man, when you watch New Japan WWE, it's two different things. That's why I said about I've been watching Raw for the past week or two. It's been shit, but I've been watching the G1 and been amazed at what I see almost on this show every other day with these guys in this tournament. But I am out of here. I will see you guys out. See you guys later. Peace out. Comment, subscribe, and tell me what you thought about the G1 final. And tell me what your favorite match was out throughout this entire tournament through both A block and B block. I am out of here. I will see you guys later. Peace out.